Mazel Tov Shlomo Devorah on 25 years of impacting so many lives. On Monday, Shlomo said to me, do me a favor, and I thought, what now? He said, make a short video. So although 30 seconds is way too short, here goes. The moment of impact for me, and there have been so many, was when Shlomo and Chani drove all the way to the only Jew in St. Lucia pre-Rosh Hashanah to blow the shofar for me right here at the beautiful Sunset Lodge. Those few moments were ethereal, and the impact on me was an exquisite connection to the Creator and His universe. Thank you, Shlomo, Devorah, and the Chabad of Umhlanga for your friendship. I wish you many more meaningful and blessed years ahead, impacting the world.
Hi, Shlomo. Thank you for asking me to do this. I have some notes, so my eyes will flicker a little bit to the right. Shlomo Wainer found me in Ikopo, otherwise known as Ikopo, KwaZulu-Natal, and that is Alan Paton country, Cry the Beloved country. I had come back to South Africa in 1995 and had the opportunity to go and live in rural KwaZulu-Natal. Turned out for 3 years, and from 96 to 99. I had my studio there. I work as a jewelry artist, and Shlomo Wainer found me there. So the one day he called up and he said, I hear there's a Jew living there, and it was me, and so to this place where I was living, and he got the fax number. And then from then on, he used to send me every Friday the Facts of Life, which was, I think, the precursor to Chayenu and certainly to Chabad.org. Back then, there wasn't really much use of the internet, or certainly where I lived. And nevertheless, I lit candles every Friday night, and this was quite significant in my conversations with Shlomo subsequently. And every year I would wait for 2 Jewish couples who would come and visit the place where I was living in rural KZN, next to a little town called Tribin, the only Jew in the town. I would wait for these 2 couples to come. And when I decided to leave, which was around the end of March, April of 1999, Devorah and Shlomo offered me a place to stay. I stayed with them for 10 days or something like that, maybe less, for Pesach, and they created accommodation. At the time, their little girls moved out. It was Pesach 1999, and I remember Shlomo saying to me, well, what do you want? And I said, I want to have my family over for Friday night supper. So then he connected me in Joburg. I made a decision to come back to live in Johannesburg. Connected me with Rabbi Weinberg and with Rabbi Kesselman, and that was my first wave of connectedness to Chabad in Johannesburg. And as Shlomo said, I had brought light to Ikopo, and that a Jew would not have to live there again. Thanks, Shlomo. Shlomo finds Jews in weird and wonderful places. I remember he found a Jew in Howick. I wonder if that person has been asked to speak as well. So thanks, and we've kept our connection all the years, on and off. It's quite amazing. Thank you for what you do and what you did for me.
Rabbosai and friends of Chabad, greetings from Johannesburg. Firstly, I wish to extend our hearty Mazel Tov to Rabbi and Rebbetzin Wainer on the 25th anniversary of their selfless devotion to Chabad of Umhlanga. Mazel Tov. 30 seconds is not a long time for me to tell you how Shlomo and Devorah have impacted on my life, and Chabad in particular. But I'll try and do justice to it by giving them the salient points. Firstly, I met Shlomo over 20 years ago when I was working in Durban. Shlomo managed to makarev me. He came into my house, kashered my kitchen, helped me put on tefillin, coming to the house every morning, 6 o'clock, till I got the hang of putting on the tefillin. He educated me. He instilled in me and embedded in me and my family a love of Torah, of Yiddishkeit. I was welcomed into his home where we spent all our Shabboses, as well as our Yom Tovim. After Durban, I was moved to Bloemfontein, and Shlomo carried on, even though he remained in Durban, affecting and impacting on my life. He sent a bocher down to Bloemfontein because there wasn't a local rabbi. And this bocher came every Shabbos to Bloemfontein, conducted the services for over a year, further helping us in our path to become righteous Jews. I later moved to Johannesburg, and it was through Shlomo's intervention that I was introduced to Beis Menachem. I've been at Beis Menachem now for about 17 years. I feel I'm an integral member of the Kehillah. And through Beis Menachem I met my wife, and Cain and Hora. We have 5 children that have all received a Jewish education and only know a Jewish way of life. What a brocha, what a brocha. Shlomo, Devorah, Mazel Tov, may you go, and may Chabad of Umhlanga go from strength to strength.
When I think about what I personally have gained from Shlomo and Devorah and their family, and from Chabad of Umhlanga, it's hard to know where to start and where to end. I could speak about the feeling of community, the stories and drashot that Shlomo shared with us, the singing that brought my soul close to Hashem, the brochas where we sat around as a community discussing things and enjoying one another's company. But the one point that I remember more clearly and more fondly than anything else is Shabbat afternoon at Shlomo and Devorah's house. For several years, as I was becoming religious, I would go to them for lunch every single Shabbat and spend the rest of the afternoon in their flat. It was a small flat. They had a small growing family, and yet they opened their hearts so completely and without reservation. And it was from them that I learned not only what it means to love a fellow Jew, not only what it means to truly welcome people into your home, but I learned what Shabbat is. And for that, together with so many other things, I will be eternally grateful.
My name is Zogra. I live in Umhlanga Rocks. The first time I walked into Chabad was in July 2017, I think, and I can safely say in a positive way that I'm not the same person that walked in there in 2017. Chabad has had such a huge impact on my life. I've learned so much and I've grown as a person. I'd also like to say thank you to Devorah and Shlomo for their hospitality, their warmth, their generosity, and their kindness. I can see it not only with me, but to anyone who walks in through those doors. I'd like to thank you once again, and may you be blessed for the work that you do. Keep spreading the light the way you do. And yes, we love you lots.
Still lecturing at the University of Natal, my mother called me and said that a certain Rabbi Shlomo was trying to make an appointment to meet with her. She had no idea what he wanted, and she didn't think there was anything that the two of them could discuss or have in common. However, Rabbi Shlomo persevered, and over time the two of them began to meet regularly. And while I don't think he put tefillin on my mother, he certainly broadened her outlook and her perspective on matters of Yiddishkeit. Unfortunately, I was to receive the call that all of us living outside the country dread. My mother had been taken ill and was rushed to hospital. I had no one else to call except Rabbi Shlomo, whom I called at about 2 a.m. He immediately visited the hospital, and I'm very grateful to say, spent my mother's last few hours with her. He said Shema, he comforted her, spoke to me, and stayed with her after she passed away and until the Chevra Kadisha was able to take her. For that, I'm eternally grateful, and also recognize the fact that while Umhlanga might be a small town on the north coast of Natal, it nevertheless, thanks to the work of Rabbi Shlomo and Devorah, extends its influence far across the world. Thank you, both of you, and congratulations on 25 years.
Shalom Aleichem. It's Moishe ben Chaim from Chabad of Umhlanga. So, for me, when I came to Chabad from the Reform Shul, the love and caring and friendship that I got from Shlomo, Devorah, his wonderful, wonderful children, had a huge impact on my life. And every day it has an impact when I'm here and I see the way that they treat complete strangers from overseas, and they make them feel so welcome. And if they need anything, they run around them. And if it's Shabbos and people haven't got a place to go, they come to Chabad. If there's Shabbos and the people haven't got food, they make food and they deliver it to their house. And if somebody's sick, they make food and they take it to the hospital. And it's just such an unbelievable thing to be part of. And that's had a huge impact on my life. And for that, I thank the Wainer family, Shlomo, Devorah, and the kids. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.
Lovely. Hi Shlomo, it's Stephen and Leanne here from London. Just wanted to wish you all the very, very best. 25 years of Chabad Umhlanga is amazing. Still remember when myself and Leanne were going out and we came to Shul in the Oyster Box Gardens. You and Devorah gave us a word about getting married. You've always been there for us. But every single time we have been in Umhlanga, we spent many times together. Also in Johannesburg, you were the first to come past and teach my son, my eldest, how to put on tefillin. I'll also never forget the time when you came out, especially for Leanne's mom's funeral. So Chabad and Umhlanga, Shlomo and Devorah, just wishing you many, many years of good health, many successes, and you do amazing work that we are thrilled to have been a part of. Thank you.
Shlomo and Devorah, hi, this is Leanne. Just want to thank you for all the Shabbos, all the Chagim that we've had at you. It's been too marvelous. We've enjoyed seeing our family grow up in Umhlanga, being around you, getting a taste of Yiddishkeit and just your positive energy and your warmth. Thank you so much. Lots of love, and wishing Chabad of Umhlanga all the best and many successes over many years to come.
Hi, I'm Kim Glass Perlov. As a family, we were truly blessed almost 25 years ago when we met Shlomo and Devorah Wainer in Umhlanga. This led to us enjoying many Chagim, many Shabbos meals, and many Shabbos days with the Wainer family, and as Shlomo used to call these meals, delicious, kosher, nutritious meals. These were fun times, and we are truly grateful for all of those days. Shlomo and Devorah, you were also there for us during the sad times in our lives, with the loss of my precious sister, Cheryl Hurwitz, Chana Miriam Bas Chaim Mendel, and in the more recent years with the loss of my darling dad, Jaime Glass, Chaim Mendel Ben Aaron. It is during these sad times that you made an enormous impact on my life by helping me to understand the concepts of higher life and also the concepts of the continued aliyah of these precious neshamas through the giving of tzedakah, the practicing of mitzvot, and through acts of random kindness. Shlomo, Devorah, and the entire Wainer family, we are so truly grateful for everything that you have done. We love you, and we pray that Hashem continue to bless you, together with Chabad House, that you may remain a beacon of light for the whole of Umhlanga and for all of us. Thank you so much for everything that you've always done.
Shlomo and Devorah, here's to wishing you Mazel Tov on reaching 25 years in Umhlanga. Can you believe it? From standing on that front grass next to the path to where you are now, what an amazing achievement. I just want to say you have been a great mentor for me, a great friend. I've always looked up to you and Devorah for all that you do for your community, and I've learnt and benefited from you guys. So here's to the next 25 years, and all the best. Mazel Tov, and keep up the beautiful work that you both do.